Woven into the scriptures are prophecies that hint at the restoration of Israel. They speak of the Jewish people returning to their homeland after a long period of exile and dispersion. These passages paint a picture of a nation rekindled, its people brought back together from the four corners of the world. Further along this prophetic narrative is the rebuilding of the temple in Jerusalem. This event is seen as a cornerstone in the fulfillment of God's divine plan. It's also tied to God's promise to Abraham, the patriarch of the Jewish people. This promise pertains to the land of Canaan, an area known today as Israel. In this grand scheme, Israel emerges as a testament to God's enduring faithfulness. It stands as a symbol of his covenant with his chosen people and the eventual fulfillment of his promises. The New Testament, rich with prophecies and revelations, often links the return of Jesus to the restoration and salvation of Israel. It paints a vivid picture of a time when Jesus will come back to fulfill God's promises. This return isn't just an event, it's a moment of divine intervention, a moment that brings hope, restoration, and salvation to Israel. Delving deeper, we come across Romans 11. This powerful book suggests a future turning of the Jewish people back to faith in Jesus. It's a spiritual awakening, a journey back to their spiritual roots. It's not just about a physical return to the land, but a spiritual homecoming, a return to faith. The narrative of the New Testament goes beyond prophecies and events. It's a story of God's love and faithfulness. It's a story that tells us how God's promises to Israel are not forgotten, but will be fulfilled in his time. The New Testament thus presents a hopeful expectation of Israel's restoration and salvation upon the return of Jesus. Finally, what do the end-time events in the book of Revelation tell us about Israel's role? The book of Revelation, the last book of the Bible, presents a dramatic narrative of end-time events. A significant sequence unfolds in Israel, including the infamous Battle of Armageddon. This battle, prophesied to be the last great conflict of Earth's history, is said to take place in the vicinity of Israel. Jerusalem, the capital of Israel, is not just a backdrop but a central character in these prophetic events. It is frequently mentioned throughout the scriptures, suggesting its crucial role in God's end-time plan. More so, Jerusalem is foretold to be the future capital of God's kingdom, a beacon of light in the culmination of human history. These prophecies paint a vivid picture of Israel, and particularly Jerusalem, as a stage where the final events of the biblical narrative will play out. It's a place where history and prophecy intertwine, echoing the faithfulness of God to his promises. In conclusion, Israel, especially Jerusalem, is depicted as a significant player in the biblical end times narrative. Each of these points underscores the significance of Israel in the grand scheme of biblical prophecy. Indeed, the Bible paints a vivid picture of Israel's crucial role in the unfolding of the end times.